Morning, everybody, and this is a fine Tuesday morning, the 20th of October, and it's day two. And I'm going to keep it very simple today because I think if I give you too much information too early, then like food, you're not going to be able to digest it. And it probably takes around about up to 7 days to actually start thinking about ways of changing your eating habits, your exercising habits, generally your lifestyle habits. So at the moment, you don't need to do anything, you just need to listen. So day one for me was a combination of fitting in an exercise. I have a great, let me show it to you, spin bike there. And that's what I like to use as my daily exercise. It's an indoor bike, although many of you could do the same thing going outdoors, hopefully if you've got a bike. I have an incredible app called a Peloton app, which only costs $12.99 a month, and it's worth every single penny of it because it has incredibly professional and good. And I'm not getting a percentage on this or anything like that. It's just that I've been using it for the last 2 or 3 months, and I found it incredibly easy. In fact, if you go away, like I went away last week, if you go away, you can take the app with you and just use any gym indoor bike or something like that. So anyway, that's what I was doing. I had a lovely sort of salady lunch, and I take the dog out for a walk, not too long, but enough, 2 or 3 times a day. And generally I try and do that after meals. And then in the evening, quite early at 6 o'clock, I had a fabulous, well, actually I cheated a bit. I went to this amazing Jamaican place called, I think it's King's something what's it called? Oh, well, I'll come back to you with that one, but it's a great Jamaican place just near Hove Station. And so it's so I had some jerk chicken, or what they call Creole chicken, and they gave me some salad with it, and that was enough. That was great. And I had I had a poached pear left, so I had that with another bit of blue cheese and walnut with a honey dressing, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So after that, I didn't feel hungry, and just had a couple of herbal teas, and then I was off to bed. So this is the simplest way of remembering it. So we have no grains, no sugar, maybe a little bit of fructose, which is in fruit, no caffeine, very little alcohol. And there is a light at the end of the rainbow, or a crock of gold that says you can have one small glass of red wine, but I'll tell you more about that later. No junk food, that's the sort of white food, which is your pasta, pastry, chips, cakes, all those sorts of things are all your sort of white foods. No high GI foods, which is glycemic index, which means that's your sugary white foods, that sort of thing. And although the low glycemic index carbos are the really healthy vegetables, some fruit, highly coloured. Anyway, so I'm going to get on with that. I think I've covered most of the things that we're not allowed, and just give you a very simple key menu, daily menu that you might follow, and we'll sort of expand on that. So one of the key things is that a glass of hot water or a herbal tea. I love lemon and ginger, first thing in the morning and last thing at night. But if you don't like those, you could have a decaf cup of tea, and but not really coffee, because remember, decaf coffee and tea, but not so much with tea, still have a good percentage of caffeine in them. So that you do that because that's incredibly good for your digestion. It sets off your digestion and your metabolism. And remember, at night doing it is a good way to calm your body, aid digestion, because you can't digest your food as well at night as you can in the morning. More about that later. So that's a really healthy way. Now, I don't have my breakfast till about 10 o'clock because I try and keep to a 16-hour fast, whatever they call it, space for your gut to really get over your main meal. It's up to you. If you can't do that, then have it a bit earlier. You can either exercise before you eat, if that's the way you want to do it. Find the form of exercise that you enjoy. That's the most important thing. I love the spinning because there's music and very motivating people with me. I've been spinning for years, and I sweat and I feel good afterwards, so both physically and mentally. So for breakfast, you can either have a poached egg and some grilled tomato and mushrooms or something like that, or other veg that you prefer. Avocado is a great one to have for breakfast. Or you can have a small amount of fruit. I have like a fruit smoothie with a few oats and grains and some kefir yogurt, which I do add a little bit of honey to make it a little bit more palatable. So we then go on to having, if you, again, there's an opportunity between your meals to do your exercise. It's got to be what suits you. And then going on to, and drinking plenty of water. Remember, you don't drink water during your meal. Now, that's really weird because most people think that that's when you should drink water. But actually, drinking water during your meals dilutes your digestive juices. So plenty of water in between meals, but not during meals. A nice salad. Remember, you can digest your food better, so you can have all those raw foods during the day when you can digest, but there is a little rule that says no raw after 4. So, and then if you can, a walk during your lunch break or whatever else. And then in the evening, 6 o'clock being the latest, is to have a lovely cooked protein and veg, maybe even for dessert. You could have, like I had, the poached pear or other poached fruits with a little bit of yogurt. And that's absolutely delicious. And then I walk my dog afterwards. And then, of course, finally ending with a herbal tea. So, or whatever you prefer, as long as it's decaf. And then finishing with plenty of sleep, and because that's really important for restorative, reparative, all sorts of things. Sleep is just like, I'll tell you more about that later. Well, I think I told you in the last blogs how amazing it is. And then tomorrow I'm going to tell you a little bit more about having a daily gut massage. So a daily massage on your tummy. Now, this is sort of unheard of in the West because not many massage your tummy. They do in India, and it's very much about good Ayurvedic health. So massaging clockwise from hip up to rib, and then down to hip, and then doing that. But I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. So that's it. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Bye.